That should be it. We don't know what's lurking inside. Stay vigilant, everyone.
Tracks. Something small crawled here.
Probably the larvae of the giant sandworms, right? This place is bound to be chock full of them. Maybe what happened is that people mistook the human for some subspecies of the sandworms. Not that they're anything alike.
Ugh. Even the memory of being eaten puts a twinge in my nose. I'd rather it stay numb.
Stop fussing over a smell. You'll attract the enemy.
I just heard something. It can't be.
Gallica, which way is the sound coming from?
Shh! Be quiet! No, they're footsteps. Someone's coming this way.
What the?
Keep your guard up.
Who's he?
It's coming back!
How do you know where it's hiding?
I think it's gone somewhere.
Are you the man we seek?
Name yourselves.
You mean this is Heismay?
I didn't expect you, Chief.
He's a chief.
Never seen one in the flesh. We're but another lesser tribe the city dwellers don't care for.
We owe you a debt, it seems.
A Knight of the Crown, are you? Is that why you knew my name? Or perhaps you know it from the wanted posters?
Both, actually.
I flee to the furthest depths, and still they pursue me.
Where are the people you kidnapped?
What are you talking about? Suppose there's no point standing around chatting with someone after my head.
That weapon! So it truly was part of the Shadow Guard.
Shadow Guard?
Eyes front. He's a knight to be reckoned with.
Here I come! I'll not be anyone's captive without a fight. I'll have to provide some less delicate discouragement. No hard feelings. I was saving this.
Wait, what?
Huh? There's more Heismays?
Oh god, he's a weeb!
To push me this far. I did not give you enough credit. But against my mirage arts, your strength means nothing.
You notice that only one of them had the shadow? Yes. It is that Nocturne boss, I know.
What? Nice one, Captain!
Got the moves like Jagger. I get the feeling that Heismay's attacks are wavering. Is it just my imagination?
What the? We've got, multiple Heismays!
A Batman, if you will.
Merchant!
Now hold on. I feel like you might have some mag on you.
You're wide open.
Coin can solve
979,
problems
that's
of late.
not as much as I was hoping. But I can always use mag.
I'll be taking that.
Let justice prevail! 'Tis mine now.
Oh, please!
How about this?
Okay, hold on. I did not know you were going to start doing that.
Nothing.
There it is again. I can feel Heismay hesitating slightly when he attacks me.
Captain, they've slowed you down!
Are you prepared?
It's another 2,700 or 800 mag. Or I could just fight him.
Was luck on your side? Or perhaps, no matter. I can't back down either way. Here I come.
Let's take. I won't hold back.
Nice hit! That was perfect!
Too slow.
Hold yourself together!
I'll use this.
I shall vanquish evil.
Right on target.
Coin,
Nicely,
come
Soul.
forth, royal soul.
Nice hit. That was perfect.
Most impressive.
May you bow to the power of the economy that is my wallet.
You've some grand cause to fight for, I'm sure. But I have my own. I've no intention of being so easily snared.
Where'd he go? He disappeared, just like that.
Even wholly surrounded, too. It is bad enough that he's skilled, but we have an environmental disadvantage here.
But the very first thing he did was save us from a human, right?
So it seemed. Had he not stepped in, he'd be rid of us, and not have to bother exposing himself. A passing, strange choice for a supposed amoral scoundrel.
But we don't know anything for sure yet. Worth noting that the petrification magic didn't kick in either, I suppose.
Our names still mean nothing then. The people's support is not yet strong enough to protect us. 'Tis frustrating, but we must press on.
Should we investigate the hut in the meantime? Maybe we'll find some clues about the kidnappings.
Good plan. Let's take a look first.
The inside's pretty shabby, too. By all appearances, he does live here.
Let's do it.
Perfect. Let's see if we could find any proof that he's a kidnapper.
Doesn't it seem like...
I don't see anything to suggest he's kidnapping victims in here. The Royal Knight's insignia.
That's...
There's the mark, the Shadow Guard. He was a knight. I suspected as much when we learned he was an Ujief, but now... Is that a different group from the one you were in Hulkenberg?
The truth is...
Titles and honors go to Clemar, or those who resemble them enough. Other knights work in their shadow, their duties lesser.
I get it now.
Hence the name Shadow Guard, then. Discrimination even among the knights. So much for our civilized age.
Even so...
The Shadow Guard go unseen by the public. Pariahs all. Their only focus is skill. And Heismay, he must be dangerously skilled. What's this jar? Should we try opening it? Wait, don't. I've seen such thing on my child before. The Ujief tribe have a custom of cremating the dead. They store the bones in an urn for burial.
I see.
So it's an urn, but judging by the size of it, these are a child's bones? He'd not go to such trouble for a child he abducted. It's only a theory, but I suspect this may be Heismay's own child.
And so...
He is but a fallen knight, and has a price on his head besides. Under such circumstances, he would not be able to manage a proper burial.
Really?
This is...
This letter?
What the
It says to
what?
Papa, thank you for always working so hard. Hope you and Mama stay in love forever. Sounds like the writing of a child. If they managed that much script, they must have been well educated.
Oh,
Was this letter written to Heismay? Wonder if the kid saw him as a good father.
Mayhap.
Look.
Look, all these things have been bundled in multiple layers of cloth.
Indeed.
Fairly tightly at that. It doesn't seem like anything would break if one were to drop it.
hey,
Now that I look around, everything in this room is bound up in cloth. Even the floor and walls. Is it necessary to go to such lengths? Strange, the more I think about it.
So apparently...
I suppose he's been through his own share of woes, but there's also nothing to clear him of the kidnapping charges. We'll have to hear the truth from him.
but
But can we even catch him? He's fast enough to run circles around us.
No.
A direct confrontation would be difficult. Would that he had some weakness we could exploit. We need to think of a way of countering Heismay's agility. Oh my god. If there's a lot of cloth. That is important to note, I guess. That might be also just something like to hide the sound of the footsteps, maybe? I'm not sure. If we held the urn for ransom, that's awful, but I feel it probably would still work. If we attack the human, he might just let us die still.
And this place...
Right.
That struck me as well. There's surely some reason. Why does Heismay have so much cloth lying around? Dampen noise.
That's...
Aha! Hey,
Do you think those big ears of his are just for show? He's bound to be much more sensitive to sound than we are. And that's how he lives here so safely, I wager. In a cave where sounds echo, it'd be easy for him to hear when the human's about.
I see.
So the cloth is a measure against unnecessary noise. Indeed. I've heard it said that UGs have excellent night vision and sensitive to sound.
Then...
So if we make a noise so loud that even we can hardly stand it,
nice.
worth a shot.
Right then, let's get this plan underway.
Oh no!
Heismay! Come out! Show yourself!
Wow, that's some crazy echo.
Kind of nice getting to let loose. Long as I'm yelling anyway.
Louise! You think you're so bloody untouchable, you bastard?
Hey! Big ugly sandwormy human thing! Even Hulkenberg wouldn't eat you!
Gasp! Rejected by Hulkenberg! The ravenous, all-devouring she-beast of the Knight's Order!
Is this what we've come to? Saying whatever's on our minds? Well, so be it.
Gallica, the sound of your wings keeps me up at night! Stroll, you think you're so smart!
I could probably shot something too. Gallica, be nicer to me. Stroll, be more careful. Hulkenberg. What the fuck? I don't want to bully Hulkenberg too much, but... Again, is sad. Yeah, Hulkenberg again is sad. She doesn't deserve it. If we're gonna get one dig, it's gonna be at Gallica then, because Stroll, you're gonna be the punching bag of the story. Gallica, you're gonna dodge a lot of bullets, so I'm gonna say at least one to you.
Gallica, please be nicer to me!
Hey! I'm your fairy guide, not your fairy godmother. We're on a mission here.
Ah! Enough! Stop this infernal din! What do you think would happen if that monster showed up without my ears working? You'd all be dead. Is this blasted bounty that important to you?
Here's our guest of honor at last. It was never about the money. Children are missing. We can't just ignore a kidnapper.
Kidnapper? I see now. As you were saying before, they've named me a kidnapper. A monster preying on children.
If the charges are false, I would hear it. In truth, even I've come to doubt the allegations.
And why is that, Lady Knight?
You've lost a child yourself, haven't you? I cannot imagine a parent who has endured such pain would kidnap children, much less sell them off.
Hold on. I can't trust a man who does nothing but flee. The people responsible for my home burning. Zorba, who forced the dead to fight on his behalf. Anyone who can't face reality themselves is capable of any low.
True enough. If we lived in a world where words alone proved us just, I'd not be living in this infernal cave. I'm sorry, but I won't go to the gallows before I've even honored my son's death. If you'll not leave me be, then we decide this another way.
So you're finally ready to fight us properly.
Draw steel. If I'm to take your life, I'll not do it from the shadows. But if you refuse to retreat, then ready your blades.
We'll make you talk.
We'll make you talk!
Yes, we shall have the truth from you.
Here I come. 'Tis best used. What's in the...
Nice one, Captain!
I feel hesitation in Heismay's attacks. Is he wavering about him delivering a fatal blow?
He's not getting away this
He doesn't
time.
want to kill people, I think, yeah.
Right on
How?
purpose. Nice one, Stroll!
Too bad capitalism is vengeful.
So, you saw through my illusion. Even so,
Let's go.
Oh, power of heroes!
let us clean up. A blunder. Then my fight ends here. What are those strange powers you possess?
Is the word which is which? The real one had a shadow. You could see it on the bottom, if that's what you meant.
How'd you cast spells without igniters? What was that?
We'll have our answers first. Did you really kidnap all those people from the castle town?
Look around you, lad. Where would I keep the victims? Besides, I'm but one man. Kidnapping on the scale you suggest would be damn near impossible.
You're saying you were framed? This case even reached the capital, you know. Why would anyone pin such horrors on an innocent man?
Innocent is more generous than most of the world sees me. A Ujif drifter, a disgraced knight condemned by the Sanctists. What couldn't they pin on me? They cast me out, stripped my titles, and put a price on my head. They would even refuse me the right to mourn my child.
And thus, you held back against us, didn't you? You never intended to take our lives. Or perhaps you could not bring yourself to kill a young man.
Just didn't want to make a mess I'd have to clean up.
What do you think? Is Heismay really our kidnapper?
Yes, he's the cop. No, he's fucking not. Don't be stupid.
I don't think he's the culprit.
I agree. That being said, it is also hard to imagine the town maintaining a groundless bounty so faithfully. It was the Holy Lady who named the price, and the guard captain who thereby took it to the capital. To end this as a case of mistaken identity would disgrace their word.
You think they must have had a reason to suspect him then? So, what's really going on here?
Sounds to me like between the Guard Corps and Heismay, one of them could be lying. Remember when we first arrived? We almost got killed by a beast they told us would be asleep.
You cannot be suggesting the Guard Corps set us up. Absurd! No, it defies all reason. They went to such lengths to place the request.
So you think I'm the one lying, do you?
Like I said, we don't make assumptions. If there's anything else you know, we're listening.
You're a strange lot. Fine. Investigate this as you see fit. And if you think I'm guilty by the end of it, put me in chains. What's the matter? Never tied up a captive before?
Give it a rest, old man. You'll make a better guide than a captive. Otherwise, the human makes a meal of us, and nobody wins.
A strange lot indeed. And... oh, my God, a foul-smelling one to boot.
Ugh, don't remind me. Sorry, but you'll have to bear with us.
Don't mind me.
If the charges prove false, you should be cleared. Still, we'll have to find a new head to be judged for the competition.
Then we'll just find whoever's actually behind it and have their head instead. Let's contact Barden tomorrow, but we'll keep quiet about Heismay. Can't tell if we can trust the guardsmen yet.
What are we going to do with Heismay tonight? We can't exactly set him up at the inn.
Steady on! You're not leaving me to watch our bounty alone!
Fine. Then Nurus and I can both watch him tonight. Better us than risking our candidate, I suppose.
Never would have guessed that the bounty hunting was part of this plan to take the throne. And further, you've a Lady of the Knighthood with you. Not to mention command of a gauntlet runner. I sense there's more to this story, hmm?
We're after Luis.
The truth is, we're going after Luis.
Luis, the monstrous child himself, eh? So you're not just grasping at power. You've got convictions. But now the throne's in anyone's reach, eh? Suppose the king's magic wasn't just a myth. Well, hardly matters to an old codger like me. No telling if I'll even live to see the next king crowned.
This is all jolly cheerful. And I'm to be stuck between these two old goats the whole night.
Don't blame me, lad. You volunteered.
Wait, what? Rage? Rage, you streamed? What the fuck? Since when do you stream this early? How's it going, Raiders? Name's Rebellion. I play games that chat votes on. And I like to mess with Reach when he's off stream because, fuck, he deserves it sometimes. Like disrespecting Guile of all things. Dead by Daylight? Oh, alright, yeah, okay, gotcha. Nerd, I'm not a nerd, I'm a person. You're the nerd, Reach.
Those are some sharp ears. We should probably watch our words in here.
What a terrible day.
Hey!
Help Nurse and the others are okay. All we can do now is get some rest, so that we'll be ready for tomorrow. Tell it to judge the Guile player. I am a Guile player, and I judge them to be fantastic people.
You wanna know?
Oh, right. I never bought any of the information.
Oh, bear good.
I'll put you to sleep if you're in a real bad time. If they attack you or snoozing. Yep. Successes that prevent falling asleep. Be said to be drawn to money. The skill that uses money. If you have some of those, might go smoother. Yep. If you got a chance, you should try stealing from it. Gotcha. A Guile player. Don't you go at it, Mercy. I'm back before it ends. Alright, Reach. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the raid. Hope you have a good one.
Oh, I bear good tidings.
At first glance, it appears to be an ordinary forest, but the journey is in deeper, and you'll find yourself in the Gobbon Heaven. If I had SF6, I would main Aki so bad. She's nice, I guess. A bit toxic, but nice. But I didn't know you played fighting games, Mercy. Or do you not, and you just are interested in it? Those creatures are clever enough to understand the strength that comes with numbers. A single Gobbon is easily dispatched, but a horde of them is trouble. If you've got business with the Gobbon King who runs some other horde of them, you're going to want to take out the Gobbons in black cloth.
He's the real skinny.
No weakness to speak of, but they love a good nap. If you can find some items to make them drowsy at general stores around town, that's how you fight them. You may already know, but don't go wielding a staff, yeah? They'll fly off the handle and can't even control it. There's a lot of giant insects called vests in there. They're apparently weak to pierce attacks. You'd best prepare yourself with a spear or bow or something of that sort.
Thank you kindly.
That's about it. Be sure you're prepared before venturing to that place. I used to. I played a lot of Tekken 5 when I was young, but couldn't keep it up. Oh, nice, actually. Shit. You make me want to... I suddenly want to fight against Mercy in either Tekken or Street Fighter. But judging how she struggles every now and then with playing Dislight on her PC, I'm not sure she could actually play the games on it either.
He's the real skinny.
town's a bit east of here called Camero. It's a nice, quiet place famous for the carrier pigeons. Oh, this is what that was.
Here's the wheel.
There's a kid selling plant seeds. That's where the planting, I think, comes in. I'll turn to the Mortal Kombat X. Main to inlet for a good while. Ah, never actually really played Mortal Kombat since the original, I believe. That's when I didn't play it anymore. Oh, that's right. We fought, so I can't do anything else really anymore.
I'm in trouble now.
Pleasure to see you.
Gone to shite, this has.
I bet you about fighting games animation and moves in SF6 Reb. I know you enjoy it. I know you love Street Fighter. It is much worse than MK. I honestly never got too much into Mortal Kombat. Back in the day, I played much more of like Tekken and Tekken Tag Tournament. Like that's what really got me to start playing it more. And that was honestly, like I'm not gonna lie, I loved Tekken and Tekken Tag Tournament, but I played it mostly because of I found that weird Tekken bowling minigame that was in it, and I just loved it more than I thought I would. I still ended up labbing a bunch of combos for, like, I never had a friend to fight against, but it was always just fun.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Tekken Ball? Yeah, I played in my Tekken 8 a lot as well. It's funny.
I dreamed we were being chased around by a horde of giant sandworms. I barely got any rest at all. I hope Heismay behaved himself in the Gauntlet Runner. We should go check on him later. We also need to get some information out of Barden. But how do we even bring it up?
Are you awake? Barden just sent word. A few children disappeared in the night.
Wait, but Heismay's in the Gauntlet Runner, right? If he's still bound there, that basically proves he's innocent. We need to get to the runner, quick! Where's Stroll?
Speak, man. Are you all right? Where's Heismay? What happened here? Oh, he reeks of alcohol. Eurus, you old sot, don't tell me you drank yourself to sleep.
Heismay was blathering on about some things I found rather unnerving. So I had a little sup of the spirits to calm the nerves.
Wow, what a mess.
You witless... Maybe some cold water will wake you up, and if that water's not fixed yet, you're really in it! Ah!
Now, what's all the commotion?
Ah, that was it! He kept scaring me, so I stuffed him into the lavatory to shut him up. What?
He says that like it makes sense. Does it make sense to you?
Does he drive?
He doesn't drink and drive, does he?
If you dare touch a single drop on the road, I'll toss you off the runner's back myself!
Anyway, one thing's for sure. Heismay was tied up the whole time, so he never set foot outside, right?
What's all this about frightening Eurus? I cannot imagine you suddenly felt compelled to share ghost stories.
I heard some strange sounds last night. I could tell they were footsteps, but not any I recognized. If it had anything to do with the disappearance of the residents, it could prove my innocence. That's why I spoke up.
I don't think he's lying. With all that fog, I couldn't find the source of the footsteps, but I found plenty of something else. Children's shoes. It was after midnight. No time for children to be out and about. I had the shoes checked at the guard station, and it looks like they belong to the missing children.
Then 'tis likely those footsteps belong to your true culprit.
But the guard said no one left town last night.
Nobody left? But that must mean the culprit is...
It's a ghost. It's inside the town.
Inside the town?
Logically, yes.
If that's the case, I'd like to talk to Barden, but how much of this should we share with him?
If you ask me, it's time to lay out all you know. Taking me with you might help your case, too.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. To bring you before the very man responsible for the bounty on your head, I trust I need not illustrate the risk.
Risk or not, the real culprit's likely one of their own. If you hide me, they'll accuse you of harboring a known criminal. You all had it right. It's time I faced reality. A life on the run leaves no room for me to truly mourn my son.
Heismay.
Whatever the case, let's meet with Barden.
Well, I must say I couldn't hope you'd capture him so swiftly.
Something wrong? You don't look well. Got a face like you've just stumbled upon a dead man.
No, it's nothing. Just surprised you caught him.
Aye, you have my thanks. Clearly we were right to trust you. You'll get your payment in full.
Before that, I want to ask you one question. Why was Heismay the only suspect in this case?
One of the guard witnessed him firsthand. Go on, Morris, tell him.
On the night of the kidnappings, I spotted a Ujif bolting into the wilderness. Several times. No mistaking a squat figure like that. I'm telling you, what are the chances of there being 2 Ujif brigands in the area?
What did you say?
Strange. I don't recall the kidnapper's tribe being listed on the bounty poster. Even the captain seemed surprised, yet you alone knew this.
He's obviously our culprit.
Most strange. Heismay was already in our custody yesterday. In other words, the kidnappings of last night cannot be his doing.
Is this true?
Captain, I'm one of yours, aren't I? You're not gonna trust this little red-eyed bastard over me, are you?
There's also the testimony from the guard at the gate. He reported no one coming or going from the city.
You scabby bounty hunters think you can mock the guard corps like this? Just take your damn blood money and get the hell out of here!
Fine, fine. Keep your hair on. We'll get to the bottom of this eventually.
Is there a problem here? Barden, may I interrupt?
No problem, ma'am.
Was that? Did you hear it, lad?
I heard nothing.
No, I didn't hear anything.
Now I see your game, you fiends.
What? He's gone!
Heismay!
Find him! Secure the exits! Don't let him escape!
No good. He's nowhere to be found. What's gotten into Heismay?
I got the impression he sensed something. If he'd meant to escape, he would have done it yesterday.
I think Barden's innocent in all this. The real scumbag here is Morris, his second in command. He framed Heismay with a false eyewitness testimony. Must have figured an exiled Ujif would be a perfect scapegoat.
So Morris, a would-be guard of the people, has been kidnapping the residents and selling them off.
Could be. And there's also those footsteps that old Heismay heard in the night.
Nurse is bound to have sobered up by now, right? Let's see how things are outside and get back to the runner.
Are you coherent yet? I didn't take you as the sort to fall so hard into your cups.
Well, An icy bath like that would freshen anyone up.
And tell us again what happened last night. It may be our only clue to tracking down the real culprit.
Ah, bloody hell. Yes, it's coming back a bit. It wasn't just Heismay's reports that shook me. No, I saw something. It was right after I slung Heismay into the bathroom. Out the window, I saw some massive shadow moving through the fog. It wasn't any beast or man of this world. It was a dark messenger, I tell you. A specter from the very bowels of hell. It was like the horrors of every fairy story from my schoolboy days sprung to Stygian life. I was shaken, chums. Shaken to my core. I cried out for help, grabbed for something to steady myself, and all I found was the bottle.
There. You're all right now.
Even if there is some monster behind this, how would it connect with Morris? I don't see why he would be compelled to hide this to the extent of framing Heismay.
True. Let's try investigating the lady's old castle. Heismay's bound to have a reason for bolting off like that.
No good. They said they haven't found Heismay yet, so they can't remove the blockade from the gates. Sounds like he's got them on a wild goose chase.
Fie.
What are our plans then? Should we just sneak in? Ho there, over here. That sounds like...
Evidently.
Just coming from over there. Is he calling for us?
Huh?
Why is Heismay with you? The guard at the gate said they'd not found him yet.
Got to say,
I'm the captain of the guard, and I have a responsibility to the truth, to know and uphold it. That's all this is about.
What folly.
Could have avoided all this trouble if you just lopped my head off to the start. Off the start with, oddballs. The lot of you. Why did you run off so suddenly?
The truth is...
I did some investigating inside. The moment Lady Joanne cracked the door to the room, I heard the sound of a child scream. And Lady Joanne is... well, she is childless. Whatever you heard, it cannot have been from been her own family. No child could get into such heavily guarded castle unnoticed. Your kidnapper has to be within these walls. My money's on Morris being the weasel. He lied to our faces, trying to get us to walk into a human's jaws.
it's absurd.
Morris, no, that's absurd. I cannot suffer him to kidnap any more innocent children. Please, will you help me put an end to this evil? I have nobody else to turn to.
Yeah.
Of course. After all, if we can't use your head for the competition, we'll need a replacement anyway. We're in, right, Narkami? Of course.
I'm in your debt.
And so?
Seems to us like no kidnapper could get victims into the castle on our watch. Not under all our noses.
But then?
But there was an old underground tunnel that even the castle guards didn't know about. And Heismay's the man who found it. There'd be plenty of places to hide hostages down there. Morris may have known about it as well. Right under the lady's mansion. That's bold. Okay, let's get to work then.
Is that right then?
You should be able to get there from Blind Well Valley at the end of the Cattle Rack Road. I've got it in front of my post, but I'm counting on all of you. Port break, how's it going? A well leading to an underground channel.
Isn't that...
Everyone's already headed to the Blind Well Alley. We can get there from following the Cataract Road, so let's get there and be ready. Yep. Welcome to a very metaphorical game. It has a couple of metaphors here and there, yeah. Ah, boy. Who would have known? Oh, you finished it already, Port? Oh shit, nice. Glad you enjoyed it. So far, I am loving it as much as I knew I would. The economy is in my wallet, and my wallet
What now?
will fuck everyone up. Everyone's sick. Oh, gotcha, bro. Break. Hope you get better. And also, you came at a weird time. because it's 2 o'clock for me, which means I need to get ready to eat my one meal of the day before I go to work. I'm sorry. You just had to come at this time of all things. I need to make sure I just keep the habit, because if not, I don't eat at all for the day. Get ready to pretend to exist. I exist just fine. It's just hunger. Oh, God. Blah, blah, blah. Alright. You need to start eating more frequently, sir. I eat frequently, Mercy. Once a day is all you need. I'm proof of that. After all, if I say it's intermittent fasting, it is not poor health choices. As long as I'm consistent with my lack of food, it can be called a diet in some way, shape, or form. And that means I am health conscious. I gotta go make some. It's probably gonna be some fish and rice, or I don't know what else I have here. You need at least 3 times a day. So if I eat a Pop-Tart at 8 a.m., and then at 2 I eat an actual meal, and then at midnight I have another Pop-Tart. That's 3 meals a day, technically, correct? Today, then you are health unconscious. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Don't be hangry when I get another legendary today. I will be no matter what, Mercy. You steal every viewer's luck. Me and Gamble, we need some good pulls now and then, and you're over there like, here's my 5th legendary of the day. A Pop-Tart's not a meal. It is if there's nothing else. Here we go again. Yes, again, Mercy. The amount of times, every single week, you're like, today was a week pulling session. I look on Discord, there's like 4 legendaries right there. And I'm like, oh, damn, she got 4. I had to wish stone mine because I always hit pity and I can't afford it. We didn't have getting sidetrack counts. No, because there's no number big enough to quantify how often that happens. But no, I don't eat for the entire day either. I just have like a simple meal. Like I'll have maybe, 1,000 calories worth of food and I'll say that's enough for the day. Sure. After all, they say to slim down and get into a figure, you need a caloric deficit. So I figured half is a safe number to have. 1,000 calories, going to the gym later, and then going to work afterwards, that's healthy. That is a productive way to destroying my body properly. To build it into something better, probably. So, alright, I gotta get something to eat. So, thanks for stopping by, everyone. Hope you had a great time. I'll see you... Normally, I would say next week, because I only play Metaphor weekly. But I wanna keep playing. I fucking hate that we got this far, and I am stopping just before we reach the climax of this story arc. I fucking... But alright, I also need to render out some videos because there's nothing on YouTube scheduled at all, so I need to get started on that. So, stay awesome. You do it once a day, it is in economy mode. We got into since the old times escape. Yeah, I know, grumble. I know, grumble. But alright, stay awesome. Hopefully you'll entertain you one more time, another time. See ya. You say it's a quality of life thing, but I still hate that the game pauses when you alt-tab. I'd rather listen to the music and have the ambiance of it all, but goddammit, we can't have nice things.